Hi, I'm Jamie. I'm a freshman screenwriting student. I wanted to say thanks for coming. I really enjoyed your movie. I appreciate you being here. My question sort of dovetails with Valerie's last question. I'm curious about your creative process in terms of, obviously the film is based heavily off of two relationships you had, but there are notable differences between your real life and what you wrote into the film. So how much of that is a conscious decision when you're sitting down to write the scenes that you're going to change certain aspects about the characters, and how much is sort of just you sitting down and writing what you feel?
I think that it's probably a mixture of the two. A lot of times when you sit down and you write what you feel, when you read it back, you're really embarrassed. And you're like, oh, wow, like I've got to make sure no one ever sees that. Delete, delete, delete. And in our case, I had a writing partner who was able to be like, no, 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 we're keeping that. And I'm like, no, I can't let anyone ever see that. He's like, no, that's got to stay. So that was helpful because I absolutely do have like this finger on the delete button at all times. Even if I'm writing Pink Panther 2, like I'm deleting that thing. So that's helpful to have another person. But also from all the reading and all the other stuff that I've done, that's kind of like the best education because you're reading something and you know if you're into it or you're not into it, and if it's working, it's working, and if it's not working, it's not working. And no one says, well, the act break is on page 40. This is a problem. Like, no, no, you're into it, and it's good. And just from osmosis, by reading as many things as I read, I was able to read something and say, you know what, people might respond to that. Like, that could be fun for somebody to watch, so we'll keep it. And that's really how the process is.
Cool. I'm going to squeeze in a second question. You mentioned The Graduate was one of your favorite films growing up. What was one of your favorite TV show growing up?
My favorite TV show growing up was probably The Wonder Years for a while. And then I loved Sports Night, the Sorkin Sports Night. And I became kind of like a Sporkin maniac, you could say. And West Wing, and I just like his ability with language was always something that like, you know how people fall asleep listening to like Spanish on tape to try to learn Spanish? I would leave it on the TV and hope that it would like get in my brain and I could do it one day. And I never could, but it's okay. But he's the best. He's my favorite. If you haven't seen Sports Night, you should get that DVD. It's awesome.
Thanks.
Okay.